It is Friday. I was being greedy. I wanted another snow day. Just because yesterday I had to jump up early and run. Clyde's in here, of course, so don't be surprised if he crows, although it'll probably scare me when I jump. This is Summer, our dancing girl. But anyway, yesterday I had to jump up and get going because, you know what, you just got a scab in there. It's been there for a while. But, because we had to have Cardamon to the vet. So, despite the roads being god-awful, school was canceled. I had to be to the vet by 7:15. Which, although I was up, to me, sleeping in doesn't mean necessarily that I'm in bed. It just means that I'm sitting on the couch, relaxing, having coffee, not having to do anything. But yesterday I had to take him to the vet. And I came home and I separated milk. And I made some cheese, which my husband didn't like because he didn't like the texture. He says it tastes as good. So, it really does. It takes a long time to become a really good cheese maker. You have to experiment and try different things. I should get my book out and start writing down what exactly I did. But the vet called, and so I went to the vet to pick him up, and they were like, well, here's the problem, is that the vet had thought it would just be the subcutaneous, which means it's just under the skin. He figured that's where the testy was, but that it wasn't. It was way up in it's up in his abdominal cavity. So it'd be almost like a C-section. And because he's a goat, and because they have the 4 stomachs, you can't, there you go, good girl. You can't not feed them. I mean, you could not feed them, but it's not going to be any good because they've got stuff in their ruminant, in their one of the other stomachs. And that's what they pull up when they chew their cud. So it's really difficult to put them to anesthetize them. So I made the decision, not we, well, the vet and I. He called down to Michigan State University and talked to a vet down there. And they had said, they suggested we wait. Because he is still only, what is he, 12, 13 weeks old? That it still could descend. And then once it descends, we can just band him. To give him time to see what's going to happen. Which means we have to keep him away from the other girls. So he's back in the stall with Rowan. He's too little to go out with his dad. Because his dad can be a butthead. Especially when, the girls are in season. Oh my, you ate most of the corn. Here, hang on, let me hold your head for a minute so you're not sticking your head in it. Because it's really hard to, fill this when your head's in it. Eventually she'll learn that when I come up to her head, I'm refilling. And that'll make her feel much better. But, it is cold outside. So we're just going to have to sit and wait. Part of me is happy because he is such a nice buck. I mean, he's beautiful. Skirts, really stocky. Unlike his dad. His dad is more tall and lanky. Don't put your foot in that. Yesterday she put her foot in. Chickens are happy. They got a bunch of milk. So I really wanted another snow day. I was just being greedy. But it stopped snowing last night at a certain... But my husband did plow twice yesterday. Just trying to stay on top. And he's nicer to the neighbor. He does the entire road that comes out past the arena to the property line. But then sometimes Josh comes, when he does his, he'll come through and do like our section up front when he's out. So they take turns being nice about it. They really do. But yeah, it was pretty. It was snowing pretty bad, and then when we had to go pick him up, I took John with me, and the roads were not fun. Not fun at all. I did good when he drove, not saying anything or acting like we were going to die. He, on the other hand, did not do so well when I was driving. Although I could tell you, driving on bad roads used to scare the bejesus out of me. And then I drove a bus, and I had kids in the car. Not my kids either. A bunch of kids. I know Washington, there were times when it was snowing. And it's really hilly there. I had like 84 kids on the bus. And I was just like, I get in an accident? These kids. They don't have seatbelts on. And it's just a logistic nightmare if you make kids. Although I don't know. The only ones in seatbelts are the little ones, the preschoolers. And they're in booster seats. Which I wonder, some of them are awful little. They should probably still be in a car seat, not a booster seat. It'd be 4'2" to be out of a car seat. Something like that. So many pounds. It's Clyde. Yeah, he scared you? He didn't scare me because he scared you. Clyde came in. But he was so cold and really hungry when I picked him up that I just wanted him to have a nice warm place to be when so he would decide to stay. Because, you know, sometimes they'll wander off. Although I don't know why he would. He has his own set of girls here. He's got his own little flock. He's a good rooster, though. Some roosters just aren't into taking care of their hens. He really is. He'll, like, cluck and call to them and that what noise they make. Right, Clyde? They're trying to call him to food. So a good rooster, when he finds food, will call his hens to him. He'll even be like a mama chicken to the babies. He'll pick it up in his beak and then like drop it down at their feet to say, hey, this is where the food is. Oh, this is all just oats. Primarily. I'm looking at the latest grain I got from the mill. This is a lot of oats. They seem to like it. They seem to like it. All right. Okay, look, come on, get your head out. Got your bananas? Go get your sister. I have to get ready. I have to go to school. We did not cancel school today. Oh, it's Friday, so I get to wear blue jeans. Hey, come on. Come right here. Come on. Yes, Clyde. Oh, come on. What, are you going to eat all the alfalfa, too? Oh, there's corn in there. Oh, that's what you want. You want corn? Oh, yes, I know you do. Because the corn is like super sweet. Yeah. And fattening. Yes. It's good for all that nice stuff you put in my milk. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Let's walk through. Mom. No, you may not have the chicken food. That's the chicken. Come on. Yours is over here. go get some more. Yeah, you could come on up. Okay, there you go. I'll go grab more oats, because you know your sissy ate them all. Ah, there you go, Clyde. I don't know that she was in the mood, but you were, huh? Chickens out. Out you go, Missy. Out. Go on. Go find Clyde. Oh. Thank goodness for the door. I don't know how you could film anything with all that noise coming from the... Can you put more in there? Here. All that noise coming from everybody. All the noise. Let's get some hot water in here. In your water bucket. I should have brought those containers in and put hot water in everybody's water. Because it's cold. We went back down below freezing. If we stay in like the high mid-20s and only get down, you know, to the 20s at night, the water will stay not frozen out here. However, once we get colder than that, oh man, you knocked it over. Here I am talking to people and they can't see anything that's going on. Sorry about that. She knocked you over. You can hear me talking though. So I have buckets of water out here that I keep cold water in. It kind of warms a little bit up to room temperature overnight. So it's not as cold as when it comes out of the pipe. And I keep that too. But I also boil water out here. And I like to put boiling water in theirs because it raises the temperature just enough so that it doesn't freeze all day. And I'll bring in containers of hot water from the house. Because the hot water heater doesn't work in here. Hi, Mommy. Which I'm sure it's old, really old. And the thing is that, okay, so that's going to use up a lot of electricity too if I have a hot water heater out here. What I really need is one of those, they're propane, and they're like an instant hot water heater. So you would screw it to the hose, or you would hook it up to where the water comes in. So I'd like stick it over here, or have an attachment where I could run it there. And then what you do is you just use it when you need it. And it's one of those instant hot water, the ones you put on the wall. And I've seen them at Home Depot. It's on my list of things to get when, you know, start making more money. Ha ha! That's funny, when I start making more money. Never. I did apply for a grant thing that has some stipend money on it. You know, again, $850 every 2 weeks is so much money to make. $425 a week is what I bring home. It's a little over $10 an hour. Why can't you find good teachers? Right there, $850 every 2 weeks. $125 a week. Maybe Uncle Sam is stop taking all my money. But he's not going to stop. He's going to keep spending. These are just going to continue to go the way they go. But it was nice yesterday to have an extra day off. It really was. I can't complain. I can whine that I wanted more because I can be greedy. good to be greedy, is it, Autumn? She says, no, it's not. Unless it's oats, Mom, and then it's good to be greedy. You got to eat it all, so you can make lots of milk. I like to make lots of milk for the mom. Yeah, right, Sweet Pea? Oh my goodness. I gotta tell you, I love these goats. So glad I didn't go with a cow. I mean, I sure would. Maybe I would have liked a cow. And because the poop is so much bigger. And, you know, I'm having kind of a hard time keeping up with the milk production as it is. So now I have my 2-day weekends. One is kitchen food preparation day and the other is barn day. Which means I really don't have a day off. Because after working all day, so let's see, schedule. Get up at 4, have my coffee, snack, get my YouTube video, make sure I've got some content to upload, have my coffee, come out, do my barn chores, milk the goats, go in, put the milk up. You have to separate it, not like cream separate it, but you have to filter it. Filter the milk, put it away, label it, clean up any dishes, get in the shower, get ready to go to work, get out of the shower, get dressed. I didn't tell you that I fed the inside animals either. Make a lunch to take to work, make a breakfast if I'm eating breakfast that morning, then I gotta get to work. And I teach 3 hours at one school, then I have my lunch, my planning hour, go to the next school, teach for 3 hours. Then I come home, change out of my work clothes, get into my barn clothes, come out, do all the animal chores, take care of the animals, go back inside, eat dinner. It's now 6:30, about 6:30 at night. So I'm really not sure where I would squeeze in making milk or making cheese unless I stayed up till like 7:30 or 8. It's harder in the winter to stay up. I just poured milk all over my outfit. And that's why I have to wash my snow pants way too much. Yeah. When it's light outside, it's easier to do that kind of stuff. Work more hours. So this summer will be nice. I don't know how much milk I'll have this summer. I was planning on drying this one off and hoping she'd dry herself off. And then breeding her. Which if I'm going to breed her, I should think about doing it soon. I don't know if I want to breed her. I mean, I still have the babies from the last time I haven't sold. And my daughter is like, well, if you sell one, you have to sell them in pairs. I'm like, well, I don't know that I'm selling them in pairs. I know I'm not selling Autumn here. She stays with me. Yeah, you stay with me, Autumn. Are you picking the corn out of that, or are you eating the alfalfa too? You're just eating what's ever in there? That's a good mix. No? What are you digging for? I can't really see because your head's in the way. Well, I think she is digging the corn out. But the alfalfa is really good for you, honey bunches. Yeah? Are you ready for your banana? You ready for your banana? Want your banana? Missy. Oh, Billy. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I do have to bring water out to everybody. Lots of the waters were frozen. Oh. I have 2 I can swap out and bring in here. That I can add to the tops. Alright people, well, there you go. Nothing really interesting. Just an update on Cardamon surgery. Have a good day.